don't hand the mic to him. You can use it, Gavin. You can. Use
just
it.
hold it.
Yeah.
Right, here we are for the men's final tonight. Well, we can call them men, I think, at this stage. Of course we can. And the officials tonight for this final between the South East Technological University in Carlow against Dublin University's Tom O'Malley's the referee, Dave Morris and Alistair Finelson, who, would you believe, refereed in Holland some years ago as a referee. They do play rugby in Holland, of course they do. Well, we're here. I'll be joined in commentary tonight by Oren Lang, who will be representing DCU, and Gavin Whitney, who will be representing Carlow. So we should have a right old battle up here on the stakes. Let's give you the teams for tonight's match. We have, for Carlow, number 1, Milkoon, or Mikoon, we call him. Now, if you want me to pronounce his proper name, it's Ala Ulawama Umakun Ominawa. So there's no way, no disrespect to him, I'm going to call him Mikoon. The boy said that's fine, and it's fine with him. So there's no way we get my name around that. The game will be over before we get it out. So Owen Walsh is the hooker. Gavin Redmond from Enniscorthy. Owen Walsh is Wexford Wanderers. Mikoon is Tullow. Gavin Redmond from Enniscorthy. Aaron Bulger, Carlow. Sean Ward, Tullow. They're the 2 locks. John Brennan, New Ross. Max McLaughlin, Newbridge. And Scott O'Sullivan, Manye, from Tullow, is the number 8. Conor Halfpenny from Bective, great carrier and great game manager. Adam Johnston comes in at number 10. Dylan O'Keefe, the normal number 10, is missing out with concussion. But Adam Johnston, a very good boot. Tullow, Rugby Player of the Year in the Carlow Nationals, would you believe, last year, 2023. Killian Creed on the wing from Enniscorthy. Dean Symes from Kilkenny on the other wing. Fullback Oren Farrell, and the 2 centres are Sam Cullen and Sean Quinlan. And DCU, Liam Granville from Clontarf, David Dowse from Clontarf, and Shane O'Connor from Navan in the front row. Daniel Lean, Callum Cawley, Clontarf for the 2 locks. Aidan O'Kane, Westport, Sean Cronin, Mullingar, and Keane Connolly is the captain for Wexford Wanderers. Scrum half is Matthew Cardiff from Clontarf, Sean Hogan, Old Belvedere. 2 wingers, Matt Maguire and David Griffins from Rathote and Gorey, respectively. The 2 centres, Stephen Bars from Boyne and Conor Gibney from Mullingar, and Ben Crotty, the vice-captain, is from Carlow. So we have a right match here. The coaches, incidentally, Johnny Tobin, Andy Redmond, Sean O'Brien, SD Sean O'Brien, Morris Logue, who coaches Tullow. Sean is hoping to play with Tullow on the Towns Cup this coming weekend, a right rivalry between themselves and Carlow. And Alison Miller, Andy Woods, Ray Burke and Luke Bryan. And Andy Woods, of course, is the coach of a very successful Clontarf, who've done well in the AIL. Well, Gavin, Carlow favourites to win this?
I'm not too sure. Look, they're definitely pumped up for it. And it's, I suppose, look, in terms of the Cup, it's kind of a trilogy there. It's after being the same final now. This is the 3rd year in a row. So they're saying each team will be on out to get 2-1 up over the last 3 years. But yeah, look, Carlow all fancy themselves at home, I'm pretty sure.
And Oren, you would be playing, are you? Or you're injured?
I've retired from rugby now.
Oh, you're retired? Well, yeah. What age are you now?
24, I know.
That's the age to retire, yeah.
I know, yeah. In rugby, it's not a very forgiving sport. But
well, you're doing your masters, are you?
I am indeed, yeah. Keeping the head down.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about DCU. It's in Glasnevin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Glasnevin now. The lads have had this day in their heads now all year, so they've been preparing for it, and Andy has done a great job in making sure that they're ready for the game now, and they'll put up a great fight now for Carlow, I'd say.
Of course, Andy is a terrific coach. He's been very successful with Clontarf. I remember playing, actually, so he mightn't like that, but he was a terrific player as well. Interesting, because these 2 colleges seem to be the top 2 colleges, Gavin, in the last couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. To get a repeat final for 3 years in a row shows a lot of consistency, a lot of dedication from the coaches and the groups of players. And saying, look, DCU are definitely going to be out for revenge today. Carlow will be out for the revenge because DCU did turn them over here 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was here that night, yeah. Right, we're almost ready to start, I think. Officials are checking their watches. Carlow playing to the goal down on the left, and of course they're very used to this ground because this is where they train. And a lot of the players play with South East teams as well. So ready with Adam Johnston from Tullow. He's a very good out half. He's going to take the kickoff. I'll be interested to see, will he go long? Left foot. He does go long. Into the corner. Test out the back three. And it's clear to touch. It's kind of a basic start, fellas, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, Zane. It's a big clearance kick there by, I think it's Conor Halpenny kicking that one. Just settle the nerves, get into the game.
Who's your game changer on DCU, Orton?
Conor Gibney is the man to watch now. He's been the top try scorer for the year, so he's known to get to the white line every now and then. So he's definitely one to watch.
I think Oran Farrell is dangerous from Carlow, the full-back, if he gets on the ball, isn't he, Gavin?
Yeah, no, he's played great stuff so far this season.
Excellent line out, so the attack is on. Move the ball through the hands, and that's taken on down the middle. Set up the ruck, and then one back, brilliantly one back. That's a brilliant turnover. That's an excellent turnover knocked on by Carlow. I think they'll be happy with that, Oran. That's a nice turnover.
Yeah, no, they'll be happy with that. DC will want to iron out the mistakes now and make sure that doesn't happen again, because that's what's going to cost us,
Interesting to see, is there any dominance in the scrums from either side? This is the first scrum we've had this evening. I'm sure we'll have plenty of them. It's a lovely crisp night here in Carlow SETU. Fine venue, isn't it, Oran?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely gorgeous. The pitch is lovely, and I think this scrum now will be DC will be licking their lips because they've been thinking about this all week.
Mario moving it through the lines, through the hands, and any team of Andy Woods will run the ball. That's a brilliant take on the far side. Scramble defence from Carlow. In from the side. High tackle, actually, he signalled, Gavin, isn't it?
Yeah, high tackle there. I think it's after signalling there. It happened on the shoulder, yeah.
Good start from DCU. Drilled into the corner, going for the line out. Sean Hogan from Old Belvedere. Amazing amount of country lads are on the DCU team.
Yeah, no, DCU is kind of known for being a feeder school now. All the people from Wexford and the likes of Donegal and all those would be big, have a big prominence now in DCU. So we're very lucky to have them.
We're just 2 minutes in, and 2 minutes, as I said, in. That's a line out. One, a drive. Carlow did well to hustle DCU out on the far sideline. I think I'm right in saying that Andy Woods is now the rugby. He's full-time rugby in the college, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's been full-time now for 2 years, and I think he's done a great job in bringing the rugby up another level now. So it's just been shown now with the back-to-back finals, and hopefully we make it count this year and walk away with the cup.
Has Johnny Tobin been the main man in Carlow in here, Gavin, with the rugby?
Yeah, Johnny's put a good 2 years.
Here a while.
Yeah, no, he doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon.
Me he's stepping away. No, he's stepping away, I think he was telling me. But
yes, and he's a young kid at home, and he's
a good break from Carlow down the right. It was a strong scum from DCU. Carlow setting it up. And the kick, they're in the extra forward going in to protect the ball, but DCU getting low and driving them back on that far side. The ball squirms out, and it's a penalty illegally. No doubt about the better start. DCU certainly made a better start in this game, Gavin. Or Carlow, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, so oh no, you're definitely saying it's they're putting a lot of pressure on here. They're having to kick into the corner here now, and they're going to back the line out here big time. So they're going to try to put DCU under the pinch here now. So let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, I think DCU are going to want to put a bit of pressure on Carlow now and try and disrupt the ball and make sure they don't cross that line.
Dare I say it, do Carlow look a bigger team?
Well, they certainly look like
the blue jerseys.
The blue jerseys they are standing out. I think in the pack, I think DCU might just have them in size, but definitely Carlow are looking big and mighty.
Of course, Morris Lowe. Oh, that's a lovely take at the front. Early opportunity for Carlow. DCU having to defend on their own line. That's a drive. Very close to the line on the far side. The referee has knocked on. Ooh. Carlow obviously knocked it on, going for the try in the corner. Gavin, disappointed?
Yeah, I said it looks like the lads are going into contact there, and credit to DCU's resilience there in the corner to hold them out. And yeah, Carlow will definitely be disappointed now to knock it on close to the line.
You really have to take advantage when you're this close to the line, fellas, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, that was a an opportunity that went missed now, I have to say, but I think DC would be very happy now that they put the pressure on them and they forced the mistake. So I think that's a good take.
That's a good scrum as well. That's a good take from. It's a strong run to try and make ground from their own end line. Ball kick forward. No. Penalty. Certainly been a very good start from Carlow. Will they take the kick? I wonder. I know that Adam Johnston is a very good kicker. That's a brave move, going for the line out early in the Gavin, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. There, just after getting that knock on there just a couple of moments ago.
Has a
to
touch
double
of
down.
Sean O'Brien's coaching about it.
Yeah,
Go for
probably,
the line out, take it down and drive over.
But they're obviously backing their ability there big time. I'm saying because I would have fancied Adam there to slot that too.
Line out at the front, well read by DCU. Put good pressure on DCU in fairness, but I'm not sure that somebody in from the side, I think, probably on that far side. Yep. Again, another opportunity for Carlow. Taking on a great drive again, but they're finding stubborn resistance from Clontarf, to be fair. Another mark of Sean O'Brien over at the backs won't get the ball in this situation anyway, as they move it maybe now. It's an opportunity gone, but that's a great carry. Terrific carry. Another chance. That's a brilliant hit on Sean Quinlan. The ball left us a little bit of room over there, is there? But again, good defence from, as you would expect from an Andy Wood team. Ball out the side. Oh, that's messed up a little bit. They still have possession. Chance for Killian Creed, who has played AIL with Enniscorthy on a number of occasions. Ball back out the line. An opportunity. Again, finding real stubborn resistance from DCU. They're really defending very well. Lovely little dance from Adam Johnston, the out half. And again, another penalty. He'll soon reach for the yellow card, fellas, if this continues.
Yeah, discipline's really been an issue now with the first few minutes. I think Andy will be very disappointed, but sure, look, we just have to play what's in front of us now and try and get out of our own half and try put the foot on Carlow's neck.
I think it's the right decision, Gavin, and get points on the board, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, like for all the sustained pressure now they're after having in the opening 7 or 8 minutes, and for Adam Johnson's ability there, like it's an easy conversion, you would hope. I don't want to put the blink on him there, but a really good striker of the ball, and I think 3 points will settle him down.
When you think that Dylan O'Keefe is missing, he's such a good player to have that kind of, to be able to move Adam into out half. Makes no mistake.
No,
Look at this netting at the back.
Yeah, no, look, a really confident strike there by Adam, in fairness, and it's that lefty setting down Carlow now at the minute.
So an early chance for early on the board, Carlow. Opening 3 points. As least Carlow would have expected from that. That's a good left-footed kick from Shane Hogan. Sending Hogan it is. Driven back up the field. It'll be a line out. That's a terrific kick as well at the back. I think that was the full-back that kicked that horn far, was it? It was a fine kick for touch on the far side.
Yeah, it might have been actually kind of helping you there. He's the number 9. He's got a great strike there now, and it's not
Conor
no under
Halfpenny.
objective look from the scrum half there. He's great kick to touch, bring them up past the halfway line.
Well, you know him better than I do. Line out almost on halfway. That's a long throw, missed. Well taken by Carlow at the back. Andy Redmond. It's not Andy Redmond, it's Gavin Redmond. His brother is coaching. Ball moved out the field again. Carlow taking it on. Swift play, the ruck. Moving it swiftly. Johnson centres. Taking the tackle was Sean Quinlan, but well held up by DCU. And Carlow moving the ball again. A good tackle coming in on second row. Sean Ward, Tulliman. Bodies around the place. The referee policing it very closely. Carlow still have possession, have they? They have. Scrum half going back to Johnston. Puts it in the air. Gary Owen, high in the air. Great take. Superb take from the fullback, which is what you want from your fullback, Ben Crotty. Carlow man, incidentally, Ben. And DCU getting a little bit of ball now in their own half. Like moving it through the hands, the out half, avoiding traffic. Centre on the outside centre. Conor Gibney making a strong break. Almost getting through. Scrambling tackle on the far side. Shane O'Connor, Navan, another AIL team, moving the ball through the hands, and it's terrific work again. DCU getting a bit of decent ball at last in this game, and it's the out half, does really well, finds a little bit of a gap. He's in there to win the ball back. Won back by the scrum half. It's quite a tall scrum half, Matty O'Cardiff actually. Clontarf in the ball, moving it out the line, second row. That's good passing, good hands. Down the left-hand side is the room here for the winger. He cuts back inside. Was well tackled, Matt Maguire. Ratot man, they still have possession. Heading in towards the Carlow 22. That's a strong, determined run. And the layoff didn't match. Is it back on the Carlow side? I think it's back on Carlow side. A little bit of a mess up from...
Yeah, I think Sam Cullen got in there.
He did well. Actually, the pass wasn't good from DCU when they were on the attack. And that's cleared up the field from the scrum half. Going to stay in play. Full back. And Carlow have it. Number 8. Scott O'Sullivan Manier. Full back. Carlow moving the ball swiftly. It's good through the hands. Wing forward. He's a small wing forward, but he's very good, Jack Brennan. Setting it up nicely. Probably the smallest man on the pitch took that ball. Ball again through the hands. At last, the Carlow backs an opportunity here. They're leading 3 points and no score. 12 minutes played. They have an advantage as well. The referee has his hand out. He'll allow advantage to see if Carlow can avail. He's allowing play on. And this is Johnston cutting back inside, going on his own. Needs support. He's going to get support. And the maul. And ball on the deck. Back out. The referee is still playing advantage. It's with Max McLaughlin, Newbridge. McLaughlin moving it through the hands. Is there room here? Oh, there might be room here. Oh, brilliant tackle coming in from the hooker. David Dowse got a superb tackle, but Carlow still. And the referee is going to have a word. And I think it's for talking. You don't usually see referees penalising for that, isn't it? He's obviously going to call the captain. Somebody said something untoward. I think that's what he's signalling that is mouthing. I think, Oren.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean,
he certainly won't be pleased with that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, like that's cynical now. You can't be giving away those penalties, you know, especially in such a good position. The DCU will be kicking themselves.
Carlow going for the corner. The line out. Close to the end line. It's an opportunity for them. They've certainly been a better team at the start of this game. We played 14 minutes. Standard of rugby now at this level is terrific. It's improving at all levels. We had the ladies final before this, and we had 50 points to 27, I think. It's a terrific game. Line out. Owen Walsh from Wexford Wanderers as the hooker. Good line out. Take down and drive. Sean O'Brien's method, and Johnny Tobin, that's what they'll do. Driving forward, edging closer. Scrum half policing the ball. Is there somebody gone in there for a try? There is. There's a try for Carlow. Broke off the side of the maul. And that'll go down. I think it's the hooker, is it? Got on the end of it. I think it's Owen Walsh. It was coming though, wasn't it, fellas?
Yeah, I mean, DC are really struggling to get a foothold in this game, and I suppose after this now they'll want to get a score on the board themselves to try and keep in touch, you know. Carlow are putting a lot of pressure on them, and right now there's no answer from DCU.
So it was Owen Walsh, Gavin, that scored that.
Yeah, look, I said they were backing those early line-outs there, and they backed it again, and that definitely was their best line-out. Best throw, got down, took control of them all, and then he was able to join in at the back there and pinch over for that try. A really good finish.
And we've a fantastic view here of Adam Johnston's conversion attempt. Amazing how everybody has their own unique style of preparing for a kick. Looks at the ball, looks at the post. There's no clock, of course, to tell him how much time he's left at this level. Strikes it really well, but it's tailed away at the end. But it's an 8-point to no score lead after 15 minutes for Carlow, who are playing on their home ground. It has to be an advantage, Gavin.
Yeah, no, definitely how they've started this game now. DCU have had a little bit of territory. They'll probably be disappointed they haven't had a little bit more. Carlow seem to be able to get up into their half quite frequently at the minute, and are able to control possession there, with DCU's discipline at the moment hurting them, particularly on that one for talking to the referee.
The number 8, is it? We're speaking to the referee, King Conley, the captain. And that's a good kick from the out half. And that might make a touch on the far side. Unusual that you'll see a kick like that going to touch for a throw.
Yeah, no.
A kick-off.
Absolutely, yeah, but sure, they need to get the territory, they need to get the pressure on Carlow. Now, if there's a mistake here, DCU could be in for a few points, so I think it's probably a bit tactical now from Senan. He's a bit of a magician with the boot.
The try scorer is taking the line out. Hooker. Carlow's line out, of course. Just outside their own 22. Lovely brisk night here. Ideal night for rugby. Not too warm for us fellas up here. And that's a good claim by Conley, the captain. And a chance for DCU perhaps, maybe. They haven't been inside the Carlow 22 yet, but maybe they have a chance here. Moving it through the hands. Captain, a lovely move, the fullback. Jinks inside, he has support outside in the wing. That's a brilliant break from the fullback. He has to be caught, he hasn't caught Ben Crotty. Superb move. And the line, he's pushed out over the line, but it was a brilliant move from Crotty.
Yeah, Crotty is our resident hot stepper now in the team. He's known to get in every now and then over the line. He's got terrific pace and a fantastic boot, so he's a very good asset now to have at fullback.
He's not the biggest player in the world either, is he, Gavin?
No, he said it's his athleticism there. He's saying to fight, to go out back on the inside and then accelerate, then to actually get into that 5-metre channel and get down into that 5-metre line. It was a great scramble defence there for Carlow to keep that out, but that's the danger. You could see that ability there.
An injury to Gavin Redmond there. I think he's just getting a little bit of running repairs from Allison. And the scoreboard is still 8-0 to Carlow. We've played nearly 18 minutes in this opening half. Line out. They're going to have to defend this line out, Carlow. And it looks like a facial injury. I know Gavin pretty well, so good pressure from DCU. I see Rory Clark on. Did he start, Gavin? I see number 18 on.
No, he's on the bench. He's going to be a massive impact now coming off the bench. What a huge player to bring on, and we're very lucky to have him in the squad. He's come in clutch time and time again for us, so we'll be happy to see him playing.
Carlow prepared to move it through the backs. That's a brilliant defence from them. Carrying it, setting up the ruck. Blocked down. That's good pressure. Pressure still on Carlow. Good opportunity for DCU still. They're in the side the 22, so they're in with an opportunity. Line out Tone Walsh this time. Another aspect of this level now, the coaching is superb because you've coaches that are capable of coaching. Andy Woods is coaching Clontarf, AIL champions for the last number of years. Sean O'Brien, Irish international, former international. Carlow moving through the hands very quickly. That's really good. That's the second time that Carlow carried that ball up with intent. Making ground, really strong, determined carrier of the ball. Has it been turned over? It has been turned over. I think it was knocked forward, actually, was it?
Yeah, no, it looked like it was knocked on in the tackle there, so DCU have really put on the pressure now since that try. I think a fire has been lit under their arses, so we'll be happy to see that now.
This is a scrum. This is a golden opportunity. This is danger for Carlow here, Gavin, because an ideal scrum where it is almost in the centre of the pitch, inside the 22.
Yeah, Carlow might be a touch guilty there now, just overplaying a bit in the 22. DCU were after playing really good pressure there now and 2 line-outs.
Especially when Carlow have good kickers, you think they would get it out of there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's DCU want to have a real go here now.
Number 8 pick, was he held? I think that might be a penalty because I'm not sure you can hold a player like that. But anyway, coming forward again, DCU inside the 22. Opportunity here through the hands. Taken on by the man we just mentioned a few minutes ago, the number 18, Rory Clark. Still an opportunity. They'll feel they'll have to come away with something from here. Excuse me. The ball is a good take by the centre. Good tackling as well. Opportunity here, and this is the captain driving forward. He's a fine player, Cian Connolly. Set up the opportunity still. That's a lovely take from the lock forward. He must be very close. Callum Cawley, and surely an opportunity here. They're yards away. And a strong run from the centre. He's a big, strong man, but great defence from Carlow. They've really held him up. Still an opportunity for DCU. Moved through the hands. A fantastic long-range pass with great coverage on the far side. Very close. Killian Creed getting in there. They still have possession, DCU. They're finding it hard to breach this. Carlow line in. They have breached it now. So DCU have responded with a try. And it was a terrific try as well. I think it might be in the scrum half who got in, but the pressure told. And the Carlow defence cracked eventually, Gavin.
Yeah, no, look, as we said a minute ago, they were a touch guilty there of overplaying in their own 22 there, and DCU applied the pressure there now, and that was a well-taken score and a well-deserved score, in fairness. Could have a cracker here yet, lads. 22 minutes played. And as a commentator, you're supposed to be neutral. You like to see it close because it makes for a very good game. And to be honest with you, DCU needed this response from the way they started on.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, started slow, but they seem to be picking up the pace and applying the pressure. You know, that from that scrum, Cian Connolly, what a powerhouse to take it from the back and put that pressure on Carlow. So
it's a fine kick from the out half, but it's just must have tailed wide. The flags didn't go up, so it's 8-5. We played 22 minutes in the opening half here. Carlow, SETU, fantastic complex. J pitch has been in use down there. Further down, you have the soccer, where Wexford FC ladies and gents train, would you believe it? So we've a lot of activity here in this complex. And rugby tonight, the finals. Still leading Carlow, 23 minutes played, 8-5. Johnston with the dropout. Gets good height on it. Good distance, length taken by DCU. Dressed in black. Decent crowd and support here as well for both teams. Carlow are offside, I think, on the far side. Be interesting to see how Carlow recover from conceding a try now, Gavin.
Yeah, you feel just they need to have just a reset at the minute. Saying conceding the try, giving away maybe a little bit of a sloppy penalty there. Just a little bit of a reset there now and refocus the minds.
I think the touch judge is being jeered on the far side. I think they thought it had gone further.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a tough job being on the touchline, you know.
It's not. You just ignore everybody else. You don't listen to the supporters, surely. Line out, that's brilliant take in the air from Sean Cronin. Mullingar man, move it through the hands, and this is a good break from Sean Connolly. Sets it up. Captain Wexford Wanderers moving the ball through the hands, and was that a deliberate knock there? The referee, he says it was forward. Okay. Scrum, Carlow. I wonder what's the move here. We'll soon find out. Very little between the two teams in the scrums from what we've seen. There's been no real dominant team yet. At the back, maybe Carlow this time. They pick it up. That's well taken through the hands. That's a forward pass. It was a poor pass, actually. I think Sean Quinlan was a little bit betwixt and between that time, Gavin, wasn't he? He didn't know whether he don't mean to pass first, and then when he did pass, it was kind of one of those situations where he wasn't concrete about it.
Yeah, and saying maybe a touch of indecision there, and saying the pitch is a little bit dewy there now, and wonder to kind of slipped in as he went to offload there, because he has had a good offload there earlier in the game there out to the full back earlier on, so just a little concentration there.
So a roles reversal now because it's a scrum to DCU. Very even game now, 8-5. It looked like Carlow were going to dominate, and that's a good scrum from Carlow. They managed to get the ball away. That's a good scrum from Carlow. They got down and drove early and pushed them off, pushed DCU off. Although I would suggest, maybe it's just the black jerseys, but I would suggest that Carlow look a bigger pack of forwards. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's very close, like two very close teams in size and skill. So it's been a great final so far, and hopefully DCU will get their heads back in the game now and get a few more points on the board.
It's an opportunity for Adam Johnston. As I've already said, Tullow, Rugby Player of the Year in the Carlow Nationals in 2023. That'll give you an indication of how good he is. For a kicker, it's a relatively easy kick. And from someone up here standing looking down on it, it's easy to say that. Sweet strike. Accurate strike as well.
Yeah, really good strike there by Adam again there, and that's
his second penalty tonight. So,
and it just settles Carlow back down again there. Where DCU were after having been a bit more dominant there in the last couple of minutes, that one will hurt DCU there.
He's left-footed, we know by now. Senan Hogan, the out half, drops it down inside the door. Oh, that's a knock-on. That's a mistake. Advantage to DCU. I think Jack Brennan won't want to see that again. Yeah,
no, he's saying after getting the 3 points there now and saying handing DCU a chance back inside their 22 pretty quick now. Saying he's definitely frustrated after throwing the ball into the ground there as well.
It was one of those balls that came down. They're hard, when you're tall forward, they come down, they drop you. If you don't take it early, it can make you look a right idiot, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Senan, as I've said before, he's got a bit of a magic boot, and it just shows again there the pressure he's able to put the player under.
Chance through the hands here, and again, onto a lovely breakthrough in the middle. Carlow under pressure again. Inside the 22, is there an opportunity here? That man doesn't have a number on his jersey, but Oren will tell us who he is eventually. If he scores, we're in real bother. That's brilliant drive by the captain of the team. Ball moved out again, and this is another opportunity for DCU, held up with a choke tackle. He's still held up just in front of the post. Danger here. Great tackling from Carlow. His own watch this time. The ball went back. Carlow defending. And it's offside. real opportunity. Player decides to go on his own. He must be very close, or is he held up? It's a try. And I'm almost certain that's Rory Clark that got in.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually Conor Gibney.
Conor Gibney, was it?
Yeah, he's been our top try scorer now this season. What a powerhouse to have in the centre. You know, he's got the power and the speed, and it's hard to stop him.
It's a pity, really, because it came from a mistake, a drop on, a knock on from a dropout. It just shows you how difficult it is to defend it after that, Gavin.
Yeah, like I said, it is. It's a cheap way back in for DCU. Carlow will feel, and it's like, and I know Gibney there has played against Sean Quinlan there. The youth rugby there, they've had good battles as well, and I think he's played Irish youths as well. So he is a quality player, and he's going to hurt you.
And the rest of the points are being added by Shane Senan Hogan. So now the scoreboard has a different look. DCU 12-11 in front. They've recovered very well from a very good start from Carlow, who will probably reflect on that opening couple of minutes when they should have had a try, Gavin.
Yeah, like I said, they went after that line out there, the first couple, and maybe they're saying at the time 3 points might have been the option to settle them down. I was saying they have scored their try off that line out also. But I said, yeah, just need to refocus the minds on the mistakes, and a couple of handling errors letting DCU back in, and they've punished them really well.
Still a long way to go in this game, I have to say. DCU have recovered very well, 2 tries on the board already, and that's driven down the field by Hogan again. It's well taken on the far side. Strong, determined run. That's a brilliant run. Lovely offload. Oh, the pass from Adam Johnston, but they still have it. Young Symes from Kilkenny. Another good offload. And that's good play from Carlow. Good offloading there. And terrific work from young Dean Symes here on the wing from Kilkenny. He's a Kilkenny graduate, former Wexford RFC. There might have been more danger there if Adam Johnston's pass had been accurate.
Oh, absolutely. Carlow looks like they had the overlap and they had the numbers.
There's an overthrow, a chance on Walsh. What a time to make a mistake for DCU with an overthrow. It allows Carlow to come again. Opportunity on the far side, a little bit of space moved through the hands, and somebody tried to be fancy passing the ball. That television rugby doesn't really work, does it, Gavin?
No, just another little.
Looks well though. If it had come off, it would have looked really well.
Oh yes, wasn't he saying you're a rock star?
Passing between his legs, it would have looked well.
Yeah, no, I saying you're a rock star. If it comes off and you get the score, I think that Driscoll do it once upon a time there.
Done it several times, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I'm saying just need to take a little bit of control, Carlow, do now, and just to say, play a couple of phases, just keep possession there and keep the pressure on DCU here now for the remaining minutes of the first half.
I think Sean has a long way to go to catch up on Brian, but I think he looks more like a wing forward, to be honest, doesn't he?
Yeah, look, Sean is tall and rangy there, like for a centre. He's saying he wouldn't look out of place as the second row now, in fairness to him.
Yeah, DCU have done well because their scrum is under a little bit of pressure. Get that ball away quickly is the message when you're under pressure, and that's what's going to happen from Senan Hogan, who has a fine boot down on Killian Creed, takes it well. Will he open up the field and come across? He does. Takes off at pace. Set up in the middle of the field. Carlow still have possession. Scrum half Penny working it out to the left. And Owen Walsh has been very busy. Owen Walsh, the hooker, setting up the ball nicely on that far side. And again, it's Carlow taking it on to set up the ruck. And the ball through the hands. Again, they decide to elect to go with the forwards and set up another ruck. Ball moved out to Johnston. What'll he do? Use his boot, that good boot he has, and he drives it. That's an accurate kick right into the corner. That's a very good kick. When you have a good kicker like that, I suppose, spray it into the corner, and that's a really good kick, Gavin.
Yeah, no, super kick there. Like I'm just saying, they've gone through a couple of phases there. They've maintained possession, just kept ball, and that's a really smart kick there by Adam there. I'm saying just outside maybe the 5 metre line there, not far away from it.
Pressure's on, Oran.
Oh, absolutely. DCU want to disrupt this line out now and put as much pressure as they can on Carlow and try to stop the score and keep the lead, They've done a great job so far by disrupting the line out, so hopefully it keeps going.
Owen Walsh, maybe the smallest man in the field, but he certainly played his part tonight. He's a very good hooker indeed, and keeps up the tradition of Wexford Wanderers producing good hookers over the years. That's a good throw this time. They struggled to win it though, however, but they have won it. Carlow still in possession. Plenty of players outside that decide to take it on again. Number 7, Max McLaughlin from Newbridge. He's great in broken play, actually. And that's the man we were speaking about, Quinlan. He's well driven back on his backside this time. That's good defence. But it's won back. McCoon wins it and driving forward for Carlow again inside the 22. Glorious opportunity here for them. Moving it through the lines. Johnston, he was going to pass, looked and kept playing. Now they have a chance to recycle it. It's gone with their centre. He's taking a break and taking a foot inside. Sam Cullen from Carlow. He doesn't have to come too far to college. He's lucky. And again, a great quick defence from the men from Dublin, but it's well stopped on McCoon. And then there's a chance here as they're opening out on the far side. A strong run for Sean Quinlan. But it's he stopped and halted. Still Carlow in possession of the ball over on that far side, moving it through the lines. That's a break for the forwards. Going on his own though. That's a high tackle. The referee has signalled a high tackle. Referee tonight is Tom O'Malley. Dave Morris and Alistair Finlayson are the touch judges. It's an opportunity. Will he take the kick, Gavin?
At the moment, then he's shaping to go to the corner here again. They've actually called for a scrum.
Not a bad idea, because they do have a little bit of Carlow have the little bit of edge on you in the scrums, it looks like, Oran.
Yeah, absolutely. DCU want to squeeze this ball now and try and hold firm and just create as much of a platform as they can for their backs to try and defend this now.
Terrific game of rugby, I have to say. End-to-end stuff, good skill on view from both teams. This level, I suppose you would expect that in the All-Ireland final. Ball into the scrum half. He's very busy, Conor Halfpenny from Bective. But it's a good hold on the scrum this time from Killian Creed, trying to go on his own. Should have passed it out, came off his other wing. The ball to the full-back, strong runner. Not the best to pass to young Symes on the right wing. He's well held up. Did he double movement? Yeah, double movement. Actually, the passing was poor that time, Gavin, out the back, wasn't it? It's a bit sturgy and...
Yeah, no, there was probably, he just wasn't out in front of the players there, and I think it caused them to get a little bit more static than they would have liked. And saying, look, he's tried to get back to his feet and play the ball again, and obviously the referee deemed he didn't quite get back to his feet before playing the ball.
I'm just looking at the netting behind us here. I don't think there's any danger of the ball going out to the houses. There's a primary school across the way from us. They certainly put it up high when they put it up. Busy town, Carlow. A lot of traffic going by this evening. This is a chance for DCU to clear their lines. We've an injury at the moment. I think full back Oran Farrell is receiving treatment. Another Tullow player. He's a very smart player in attack, I have to say. This is an opportunity in the last few minutes of the first half. Very tight game. All the play for the second half around the corner. DCU with those 2 tries from Matty O'Cardiff and Conor Gibney get a brilliant try. And that's a great Mullingar name, of course, Gibney, Midland's name. And it'll be a worry about the fullback, I think, the way they're looking at him, Gavin, isn't it?
Yes, and it looks like it's potentially his hand there now, and I'm just wondering there, he just carried there and he went for a hand off, and I'm just wondering, is that where he's after getting maybe a little bit of a niggle there? Because he's definitely after growing a little bit more into the game. In the last couple of minutes he's had a couple of carries, but he looks like he's going to continue.
He looks a bit shook, to be honest. That's the problem I have with this level. If a player gets a bang, who decides, well, that's an overthrown it. And Gavin Redmond heading for the line. Big prop forward, took off and made a lot of ground. It was a misplaced. Owen Walsh again setting it up. This is a glorious opportunity for Carlow with the clock coming towards half-time. And that's Symes coming in off his wing, taking the pass from Johnston to set it up again. And there's a yellow card coming here, I think. And is it the number 8? Is it the captain of the team? There's a yellow card for... It's the number 5, actually, isn't it? The second row. So he'll miss the first 7 or 8 minutes, 9 minutes of the second half. I'm sure they'll take the kick. Gavin, will they?
Yeah, they're after signalling for the kick there. Look, I think that's a really good decision there. They'll almost be a half time there if they use the kick clock. And then again, it settles them down. And Adams has been brilliant so far.
Whoever's on kicking tee duties is a little bit slow tonight. This is an opportunity for Adam Johnston. I'm sure the half-time whistle will sound after this. It's an opportunity to put Carlow in front as the teams will head for the half-time cup of tea, although I'm sure they don't drink tea anymore, do they?
No, I don't think so.
All these fancy drinks to give them energy.
Absolutely, yeah, sure. They'll take whatever they can get to give them the edge, you know.
And Johnson duly puts it over the bar and actually puts it over the netting behind. So the half-time whistle has been blown by the referee. That means that Carlow go into a narrow 14-12 lead at half-time. And all the play for in the second half. 2 evenly matched teams, so it'll be very difficult to call who's going to win this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been end-to-end all match, so it'll be interesting to see who ends up edging ahead, but it's looking like it's going to be a close one for sure.
You think so, Gavin?
Yeah, no, it's a tough game to call here at the minute.
I'm a little bit worried, Gavin. You're in front.
So look, Carlow came out with the blocks very strong. DCU came back then and punished mistakes, and said Carlow have just finished that half just about on top of and maybe from about 10 minutes to go on the first half, the game did start opening up a little bit more. There's a bit more width in the game, and both teams definitely able to play a ball out wide.
Right, we'll take a break, half time. We will be back for the second half with Carlow leading 14-12 at the break. Right, we've been mightily entertained by the supporters from both sides in good voice. We get the teams ready for start for the second half. None of your 15-minute GA break here. I'll tell you, these are hardy men. They're back out and ready to go. Carlow playing into the, I suppose, the Kilkenny end of the ground. And the Dublin end we call the other side. So 40 minutes. See who will lift the trophy here tonight. Carlow won it in 2022. DCU won it in 2023. So it'll be interesting to see which of them will win it tonight. One of them will certainly win it. And we're getting ready. The man who kicked that penalty just before half time is going to start the second half, Adam Johnston. Captain. Taller man. Great boot. I think that's some of the students are dull to the nines. There must be something happening in the college that we didn't know about. Is there, Gavin? Hardly wore suits anyway. They come and support the boys.
Your crew, are they? That's the DCU lads there. We're all heading to a ball after the match, so hopefully we'll have
the rowdy fellas all dressed to the nines.
I know, yeah, sure.
The boys couldn't afford to be dressed to the nines.
Well, look good, feel good, and I think the lads will be feeling good, hopefully, when they walk into the ball with the cup.
Here we are. It's Carlow on the fence again, and it's scrum half. We'll try and move it through the line. Johnston. Forwards out there. Remember, DCU are down a player now. And this is a good start to the second half for the home team. They were playing in the Carlow SETU, lovely facilities here. Carlow coming forward. Inside the lovely Max McLaughlin. Little change of feet. Bought him a few yards. Still have possession. Johnston. And that's a really strong, determined run from the number 7. He set it up. There's a glorious chance here. And a strong run inside from the man we were talking about earlier in the first half, Sean Quinlan, trying to crash his way through. Owen Walsh has already scored a try this evening. The little man has wormed his way through the hooker, setting up another move. This is a glorious opportunity for Carlow at the start of the second half. No, that's a great tackle, driven back the number 6, Jack Brennan. And the ball is opportunity. Is that a try? Very close. It is a try. Glorious start to the second half. The referee is the hand up. And a terrific take at speed.
I think it's Sean Quinlan got that one back there, and probably felt he needed to give something back to the team after a couple of small errors in the first half there, but he'll feel good now about getting that score there now.
Yeah, and he was on the left-hand side of the post a few minutes before that, so he got involved in the action. So
yeah, no, he split 2 defenders there. He got 2 of them to take him down, and saying busy back to his feet there to get around onto the far side as well. Yeah.
Not the start you wanted, Oran. Down a player 2 for the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's going to happen. When you're down a player, there's going to be space, and they're going to be able to capitalise on that, and that's exactly what they did. So hopefully DCU come back now and get another score on the board themselves and keep this game close.
Chance for Adam Johnston. He's already kicked a couple of penalties tonight. It's a chance for conversion. Strikes it well and doesn't miss. That's an ideal start to the second half for Carlow, Gavin. 21-12 lead now.
Yeah, huge score, especially when DCU do have the player in the bin. So that's kind of, that's 10 points now during this sin bin period at the moment, and it's after being very sore then for DCU now with a couple of minutes still left on that sin bin.
It's a high kick from Shane Hogan, who's relatively young. That's a terrific clearance kick, and that's gained a lot of ground. And they wanted to take it quickly, but no, sensible idea, calm it down. See, number 20 is on for Jack Dunn, is in from Old Belvedere's in at half time for you.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player to have on the bench, and to come in at half time. Hopefully he makes a difference now and really impacts himself in this game, because DCU need it.
Right, they're still down a man, and will be for another 3 or 4 minutes. And also in is Cian Russell from Ballina, would you believe it? Oh, that's a great take after juggling around. And his instinct is to drive forward. Shane O'Connor, the Navan man, has set it up. The field, this is a chance. That's a good take. Little concern limping away here for number 7, Sean Cronin. Taking a breather. Chance here to move the ball wide. And they have done that. That's a good tackle, but he's very strong. Stefan Bors from Boyne. And again, the setup is DCU coming forward again. They might be down a player, but they've certainly controlled attack this time. And there was that crossing. Lucky to get away with that. I thought that Shane O'Connor might have crossed loose head over the far side, and that's well taken. Is there space out there? There isn't. It's been closed out by Carlow on that far side. We're nearly 5 minutes into the second half. We've had one try already. This is a chance for a quick response from the Dublin boys. And that's moved out the line. That's centre. A little bit of space maybe. Perhaps here he has the confidence to take it on. Stefan Bors, strong player. They still have possession. Driving forward just outside the Carlow 22. In at scrum half is Jack Dunn. Jack Dunn moving it. And it's the captain of the team, the Wexford man, Cian Connolly, moving it out to the left to still have possession of the ball. But it's good defence from Carlow. And that's a law. The pass wasn't good. Opportunity gone a begging. Concerned about the number 7 here limping away, but the physio has just checked. I think he's all right. You wouldn't want to lose him. You wouldn't want to lose Sean Cronin because he's been very good, Gavin. Or Oren.
Yeah, Sean Cronin, what a player. I mean, he's so solid in that back row, and it would really be a big loss for us to lose him this early on. Very frustrating with the missed pass there. It looked like we had a bit of space and could have possibly gotten over the line, but look, you have to play what's in front of you, and I think that's what DCU are doing right now.
I think is the time up for the 15 or the back up to 15? Yeah, they are. The referee has signalled that you're back up to 15, which will, well, it'll certainly help.
Absolutely. I mean, to only concede once and to be down a man is quite lucky now, considering the pressure that Carlow put us under. Hopefully now DCU will put a bit more pressure on Carlow and get another score because it's needed.
Barry Mangan from Clontarf has come in place of Conor Cribben. 2 Clontarf boys. That's the beauty. That's what I like about this. Everybody gets a run. Gavin. Both teams, everybody gets a run on the bench. If you're on the bench, you're nearly guaranteed a run, which is terrific.
Yeah, no, he said, and the game right up through all the ranks there, you can see.
That's a good steal from the line out from, and a lovely pass out and driving forward. No number in that player, so Oren will ask Oren to help us out in that. His number has gone missing. Chance here maybe for a quick counter-attack. All good. Off. Good defensive move. He's not the biggest full-back in the world, but I tell you, he's pretty dangerous, Ben Crotty. And the ball is Cian Connolly, the captain of Wexford man, driving forward. And it's scrambling across Carlow. An opportunity here, perhaps, maybe have the room outside. Might be a little opportunity here, maybe for DCU. Cutting in off his wing is Matt Maguire. Very close to the Carlow end line here. This is an opportunity at the try line. Driving forward again. This is a terrific opportunity. They set it up, moving on quickly. Chance here, perhaps maybe the centre cuts back inside. Very close to the line. He's brought down by 2 Carlow players. Max McLaughlin there having to defend for Carlow. Has it been knocked on? No, Carlow, the referee has blown a whistle. Not sure for what. We'll see in a minute when everybody picks themselves up. Good defence, Gavin.
Yeah, look, good scramble there. Saying not quite sure was it deemed held up or was there a little maybe knock on there? But saying yeah, that was a great scramble there now because DCU for the last 5 or 6 minutes now have definitely been more prominent in possession.
Referee is having a little discussion with his linesman. We didn't get a clear indication from the referee Have you figured out who that player is that doesn't have the number on his back horn?
Yeah, that's Aidan O'Kane. He is a fantastic player. He's someone that's been absent in DCU for a little while, but he made sure to come back and make his presence felt, which he has in this game. A lot of very big carries and a lot of very big hits.
And he's a Westport man as well, so that's lovely take. DCU will surely run it back now. They have to cut the game open. That's a terrific run. He's gone a long way, but he knocked the ball on. He'll be disappointed with that. He allows Carlow Johnston to clear it down the line. And it's with they'll run it back. It looks like DCU are going to run everything, which mightn't be a bad ploy. He's gone a long way, carry the ball in one hand. I said he might lose it. That's a terrific, no, he's off his feet. Well, that's great work from McCoon. You know, fellas never learn. You know, you coach young fellas. I've coached myself. You tell young fellas, don't carry the ball into contact in one hand. And I bet Gavin he wouldn't have lost that ball if he had it carried in two hands.
No, he said he probably would have been able to buy a little bit more time and getting maybe a longer reach back towards his own teams or teammates. And look, Mika was after coming in there with a really good steal after that tackle, really sharp.
He's a very mobile prop forward, isn't he? McCoon.
Yeah, no, he's after coming. Like he's saying, you can see him now. He's bringing that pressure. He's actually bringing the line speed as a loose head prop, and saying it's not a typical thing we see in rugby coming from the loose head.
48, nearly 49 minutes played. 21-12. Carlow leading. This did go forward, but the advantage has gone to David Dowse. It's a long pass out. An opportunity here to move it through the hands. Well, that's a brilliant bit of pace from the fullback, and he's kick and chase. This will be interesting to see. He needs the bounce of the ball, and the ball has gone into touch on the far side. Clever and a very swift move from from Ben Crotty.
Yeah, I mean, as I've said before, he's got a very high level of skill and he's so rapid. So, you know, going down that far side, he was bulleting. But I'd say he's absolutely chuffed now that we have the line out and that he's put the pressure on Carlow and put us in a great position. That was great work from Ben Crotty.
Yeah, he looks lively. Carlow, man. Well, that's a good take. Will they take it down and drive? They have taken the big drive on. Carlow under pressure here. They have to score here. Surely they have scored. Taken from the line out. The driving maul. And they're very hard. You can't defend those, Gavin, those driving mauls. Very hard to defend. I'm not sure who scored for DCU.
Yeah, no, DCU got up really well there, saying no contest from Carlow. And once they got to the ground then, they said that maul moved really quickly towards the line. And it'll be a little maybe cause of concern there for Carlow there now if they're conceding line-outs in the corner.
Yeah, and it's typical Andy Woods. He's a terrific coach. And well, sometimes you can get a maul when you take a ball down from a line-out. But it has to be controlled and organised. And it's typical Andy's coaching there, the way that was controlled and organised.
Absolutely, you know, we've been working on mauls all year and that just shows like how clinical they can be. The lads really got it together there. I think David Dowse got over the line and got that down. He's a very powerful player as well. So
it's a tricky kick for the man with the left boot, and I think he has it. The crowd will tell say no, it's just dropped under. He was a little unlucky. 21-17. We've a tight game on hand now. We've still half an hour remaining. We've interesting game. 21-17. It's a terrific game, lads, isn't it? I know you fellas have a keen interest in it, but it is a good game, Oran.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's exactly what you want from an All-Ireland final, you know. Two teams going to battle and going toe-to-toe, and it's been such a contest, and what a game to watch.
And the drop-off from Adam Johnston, the man from Tullow. You may not be watching this and realise that Tullow and Carlow in rugby terms are fierce competitors. Well, they play in the quarter-final of the Towns Cup this Sunday actually. Oh, brilliant take, and then knocked forward by Rory Clark. He was a little unlucky. Carlow have the advantage. Owen Walsh taking it on. And then out, standing in it out half was the fullback that time, driving. Great drive from Carlow, heading in towards the 22, and it's two backs, would you believe, that are constitute the driving. Looking for quick ball. And surely keep it in line. This wouldn't be a time for DCU to concede, but it is a golden opportunity for Carlow. He's already signalled a penalty. There's another one on hand. It's a chance for Johnston. Will he take it on himself? He does. Cut back inside. He shows his pace around a couple of markers and setting up the ball again. There's room out here on the outside. That's a brilliant interception, but there is a penalty. Well, that would have been danger only if there was a penalty, Gavin.
Yeah, no, I think he's aware that he has the advantage there now. I would have liked to see them play a little bit more through the hands there and really use that penalty advantage. It was brave to go to the wit there when DCU had numbers on that blind side.
I think there's a guarantee he'll go for the corner this time. 21-17, 53 minutes almost played here. They're going to take for the scrum. Either option would be good from a Carlow point of view. And they've been pretty strong in the scrums. Gone a wee bit chilly here, but we're all right. We're up high. We have a great vantage point. We were looking for a rugby ball. Now we found one. It's a glorious opportunity for Carlow here, just on inside the 22. All the backs have lined up outside. I'm sure they have several moves on. Conor Halfpenny, good manager of the game, the scrum half, vital role they play in rugby. Trying to get it away, but no, that's... I think DCU were unlucky that they didn't get the penalty there, to be honest.
Yeah, no, he's deemed as wheel both ways there now, but the DCU did seem to have a little bit of the edge on that scrum.
A scrum reset. Same opportunity for Carlow. To be fair to DCU, they got the push on that time. Although there was an opportunity for Conor to get the ball away. That's what Carlow will be looking for. Quick ball. Much better scrum this time. Out now this time, Johnston taking on the defence. Going low, good tackling again. Opportunity here out wide, surely left or right. Decides to go right. And again, it's the number 8 taking this one, Scott O'Sullivan, Manier. And they still have possession, but they haven't made any ground really, except they've gone to the far side of the field. That's a penalty here for offside. Take the kick, fellas, would you?
At the moment there, I think again it would be a good decision here now. It's 4 points in the difference.
Kick, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the right choice. I think they've tried the scrum, they've tried the line out, and it doesn't seem to be going their way right now. So I think get points on the board. But DCU will be looking. Oh, what's going on here? It looks like they've stopped the clock for an injury or something.
There is an injury. Just seeing. They're definitely going to take the kick. There's a little concern about the DCU player. He's down on his hucksters there in front of the post, but he's okay. What's out here on the right, the Carlow player is down. I'm not sure who it is actually. He won't have an easier kick than this in his career, Kevin.
No, it's a straightforward kick by his standard there, and he's just got such a lovely flow to his how he addresses the ball, and then his hand strike through the ball. It's a really nice technique that he has.
Super kick, so that extends the lead. There's a try, converted try. That Carlow player is okay to resume as well. 24-17, 56 minutes played. Nice drop off from the high in the air off. I think that was knocked on by a Carlow player, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, I think it comes off the shoulder, which to me is a knock on there.
It'll be a DCU throw-in. did well to hold on to that ball, DCU. A chance for Callum Cawley. The opportunity here again. It's a long pass. And a chance on the outside, maybe. Oh, there's an opportunity here, surely. Oh, he didn't let the ball out. Maybe he didn't. The call wasn't good. Keane Russell, an opportunity. They still have possession. Carlow having to scramble in defence. Ball moved, and it's the second row. He's been very busy, Callum Cawley. Clontarf band, the Westport band, the ball out the line. Here's an opportunity here. Oh, maybe there's an opportunity here. And it looks like, is he going to get in? No, he's in touch, is he? He's in touch. Everybody is wishing for a try. Well, not everybody, but he was in touch on the far side. And that was an opportunity, no doubt.
Yeah, big time. It was definitely a big opportunity for DCU to get back in the game and try and get an even score. They'll be disappointed now that went into touch, but hopefully they'll disrupt this line out again. They've done a great job all game, and hopefully it keeps going now and we steal the ball.
I think Jack Dunn has made a big difference at scrum half. He's swifter pass. I'm not being hard on Matteo, but I think he's moved the ball very quickly. He's made a change there, I feel.
Absolutely, the ball's moving at a much better pace, and there seems to be more big passes going on and getting the space out wide, so that's the most important thing, especially when you're playing in such a close game.
Carlow getting caught there. When you have a player of Johnston's ability, you wonder they wouldn't put a boot on that, Gavin. Get it out of there.
Yeah, and I said that after winning the line out there, they said that they tried to play it through the backs, and it did look that they hadn't got enough players there to resource the breakdown, and DCU put in a good hit and got the turnover.
It's an opportunity now. Scrum half we were talking about, was he crossing? 24-17. 21 minutes left, so there's still plenty of time to win this. Still plenty of time to lose it, of course, but there's very little between the two teams at the moment. Often transpires that when obviously the two best teams in this competition get to the final, that there's invariably, most times, there's very little between the two teams, and this is a chance for Johnston. He'd probably kick it down towards us here, so hold on to your hats, lads. Well, a little bit short, but good kick just the same. Very difficult to call the result of this yet, fellas, isn't it?
Yeah, only look what converted try is the difference there, and saying if DCU probably saying it will be disappointed there now to give away the turnover back so quick, and then take a little bit of pressure off Carlow.
That's an overthrow at the back, and again taking advantage. The hooker on the other side, David Dowse, setting up the ball in the middle of the field. A chance here, perhaps, maybe moves through the hands. That's a very swift move. Oh, there's a chance here. That's a really galloping run up from the left wing. Matt Maguire, but he's stopped. Still inside the Carlow 22. That's a strong run from the big second row, Callum Cawley, setting up the ball. Terrific take again from Shane O'Connor. Opportunity here, surely. Bodies screaming outside looking for the ball, but the forwards never let it out. They keep it in. And they're very close to the line, are they? The referee is going in to check. It's a try. It's a try. The referee had to double check, but there was no doubt about it, I think. So this game is right back in the melting pot. And we could be level after this because a relatively easy kick. In fact, I would say it's number 17 scored the try, Keane Russell. Old Belvedere. Now we have a game, fellas.
Yeah, absolutely.
You look a little bit worried there, Gavin.
Yeah, so look, Carlow will be disappointed there with the overthrow, and said like it's a really good carry by the DCU hooker there to get the goal forward there, and said push Carlow out wide, and said came back in and got that score. Well earned in fairness to DCU.
And the rest of the points have been added by the out half, Shane Hogan. That's a penalty and a conversion from Shane. So now we have a right match. 19 minutes left. This could go either way. 24 points apiece. Tight game now.
Draw at full time.
And players will get tired as the game progresses, won't they? So there'll be opportunities. Well taken. Confident call from Rory Clark. He's had a good game this evening for DCU outside their own 22 and the roll away. There's a lazy penalty for Carlow to give away, not rolling away. An opportunity for DCU, who you could see they're growing a little bit in confidence, aren't they, Gavin?
Yeah, absolutely there. And you could see Gavin Redmond was a little bit disappointed. He felt he was good on the jackal there, but it was the roll beforehand that the referee penalised, that the roll wasn't quick enough.
Another good pass in the scrum half. And Cian Connolly carrying the ball, making a lot of ground and opportunity here again. Certainly DCU getting on top in this game. Chance here, the full back coming into the line. He's such a threat out of having an overload here. Opportunity pushed out to the sideline. Good defence from Carlow, but they still have possession. DCU attacking inside the 22. Another opportunity. Ball set up. Quick movement. Scrum half trying to do it on his own, Jack Dunn, but he's held up as he tried to move the ball inside. Real danger here for Carlow, and it's Cawley driving for the line. Must be very close to the line. Carlow having to stay back and be disciplined. There's a chance. Referee is still happy to let play develop. And they must, they got in. They got in. That's another try. 2 quick tries for DCU. Are certainly gone on top in this game, Gavin.
Yeah, no, DCU are after showing an awful lot of power here now in the last 5 or 6 minutes of this game. And they're getting lots of forward momentum in their carries. And Carlow now going to have to reset here now in defence there now and stay a bit more connected than what they're after being now for the last 5 or 6 minutes.
I think the man that scored that doesn't have a number on his jersey either, Gavin.
No, he doesn't. And you know what? The tails are up and they're out for blood. The lad
Who did score?
I actually can't remember. I was too busy celebrating. But
He scored it. He doesn't have a number on his jersey. That player down in front of us.
That's Daniel Lean. And he's a fantastic player now. He's coming from Mary's, and what a brilliant player to have on the team.
Daniel Lean. He's actually not on the sheet, would you believe it? Or Oscar Quinn, is it? Oscar Quinn. Apologies, Oscar. You don't have Oscar Hunt Quinn to give him his proper name.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's due it now after that try. I'd say the lads are absolutely buzzing, and they cannot wait to get the ball again and put more pressure on this Carlow team.
Sean O'Brien held his team at the back of the goal there for quite a while to have a word. I'm sure it was a well-deserved word too, because that was a sloppy try from their point of view to concede. 31-24 DCU leading with 15 minutes left. I fancy there'll be a lot more scores in this game before it finishes, fellas.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels that way there. Like I said, we haven't had too many periods in the game where there hasn't been a score. And it's another good restart there now and good pressure.
Killian Creed was a little unlucky there. He hit the ground himself and as he came, fell awkwardly, I think, so he'll have to receive attention.
Yeah, no, he was committed there to putting pressure on that restart, trying to win the ball back for his team there now, and he wasn't going to shy out of any competition there.
He was a little unlucky, to be honest. Young Enniscorthy man, he's talking to the touch judge. He's smiling at him. Might be his pride maybe that's hurt rather than himself. Scrum DCU. And I think this young man that's put in the ball has played a big part in DCU's comeback in this game. Scrum half, Jack Dunn.
Absolutely, you know, the ball from the ruck has been quicker, the deliverance has been better, and as you can see, DCU have scored because of it, so it's just...
Ball went forward. Actually, Gavin, from a Carlow point of view, they had dominance in the scrum, but they've lost that dominance the last couple of scrums, haven't they? The scrums have been untidy a little bit.
Yeah, no, they definitely haven't had the same ascendancy there in the first half, and they're actually just making a change here now. Gavin Redmond's going off. So hopefully they'll be hoping now that this will maybe steady the ship. I think it's Brian is coming on there into the front row. And saying that they'll look to try keep on parity here now and say give themselves the platform there to use their backs and use their plays.
You love that when you come in, your first duty is a scrum. Is it Brian Donoghue?
Yeah, sorry, it is Brian Donoghue, yeah. So Brian had an ACL injury there, so he missed a lot last year there now. So it's great to see him back in the pitch over the last couple of weeks there now, and hopefully he's able to hold his own here now as he's on the pitch.
Absolutely. There's no question that Carlow have come under pressure in the scrums, and they seem to be the team that were dominant in the scrums.
Yeah, no, there's been a big momentum shift there now. DCU are definitely going for blood there now at scrum team, so they are. They're getting go forward. They're pinching a couple of penalties here now and keeping Carlow under pressure.
31-24. 12 minutes remaining. DCU in control at the moment, defending well and taking their opportunities when they got them up at the other end of the field. Still a lot of time in this game, still a lot of rugby to be played. I'm sure Carlow won't go down without a fight. It's only a one-score game. I think that's Owen Walsh gone off, isn't it?
Yeah, Owen Walsh has gone off there, and I was saying he's after having a great game now, in fairness to Carlow. For such a small forward in stature there, he's been absolutely magnificent for Carlow tonight.
Fullback, he's had a terrific game again, prepared to take the ball and step in the out half position. And again, DCU coming forward, a Carlow player down injured. DCU inside the Carlow 22. And Cawley, who's been fantastic tonight. That ball is Carlow. Desperate defence from Carlow. SETU here on their home ground, having to defend again. After a great start of the second half, they've really been put under the caution the last 15 minutes. And DCU coming forward again inside the 22. Is there an opportunity here to move the ball wide? Oh, that's a lovely take, but there was knocked forward. Carlow get a little bit of relief and respite at the back, but it's 31-24. It's a tight game, but Carlow have... we would have said dominance for long periods of this game, but certainly they've lost their way a little bit, I think, Gavin, haven't they?
They have at the scrum there now, so I think they'll need to try and get this ball in, get the hooker to strike it back as quick as possible there now and move that ball and give themselves the chance now to get out of 22 and get themselves a chance to put pressure maybe on a DCU line out.
There is a player injured over on the far side, a Carlow player, I'm not sure who it is. Callum Cawley's a bit of an animal, isn't he? And that's said in the nicest possible sense.
Oh, absolutely. He's such an aggressive player on the pitch, and he fights for every single yard he can get.
Good Mayo man.
Oh, stop. You don't get stock like that anymore, but he's a huge man on the pitch, and he makes it known with his carries and his tackles, and he really, really loves the contact, and you can see that on the pitch.
Scrum for Carlow when we resume. The injured player is okay to resume. Carlow need to get something going now if they're going to win this one, although we've 10 minutes remaining and a lot can happen in 10 minutes. Scrum half Conor Halfpenny feeding the ball into the scrum. Carlow need a tidy scrum. Their scrum has been a little untidy in the last 3 or 4 scrums. That's a little bit better. Picked by the number 8. Out to the scrum half, who goes long. Don't kick to that fullback anyway. It would be my message. Ben Crotty's too dangerous. Crotty on a run. He's gone after getting through a lot of bodies, managed to feed the ball back. Again, it's taken on by the man who scored, Oscar Hunt Quinn. Still at possession. And again, it's Cawley again. We were speaking about a minute ago. Look at the ground he's able to make. He's a tough. He overplayed that one, though. He went without support that time, and that's the danger.
Yeah, I think that was actually Aidan O'Kane.
Was it Aidan O'Kane?
Who's another fantastic ball carrier. You know, he's got such a low body position and a low centre of gravity, and he's just so hard to stop.
From a Carlow point of view, they need to be playing rugby down on this side of the field, down my left, or our left.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Here's a chance now to get in just inside the half as the ball goes overhead. Saying it's another really good turnover there by Miku there now, and the team need to kind of pay back Miku there now and really go forward here and get down into that DCU territory now and make something as we come into the closing minutes of the game.
I love the message on the back of the Carlow SETU jerseys, inspiring futures. Well, let's see what the future 7.5 minutes holds for them. That's as crooked as my walking stick. There's no question about that. It was an easy call for the referee. He was right down in front of us. Yeah.
Absolutely, you know, those kind of mistakes can really be the difference in a game like this. You know, with Carlow being on the back foot right now, that would really, really hurt them.
I have to confess, I thought Carlow were going to, when we saw the first 20 minutes, I thought Carlow were really going to steamroll, but you'd have to give credit to DCU the way they've clung in when they were under pressure and then how they've transformed the game. A couple of substitutions, mind you, have made a difference in my opinion. I think Jack Dunn has been an excellent acquisition at scrum half when he come on. He's changed his pace around the ball. He moves the ball on very quickly, and not the biggest fella in the world either, is he?
Absolutely not, but it's a sign of the resilience of this team and how finely coached they are by Andy Wood and how they hung on and they've actually got their foot in the game now and they're on the front foot now.
Yeah, the referee called that right. Actually that time. Well, it's Keane Russell who scored a try this evening, won the last scrum. He was wrong that time. He drove in and the referee spotted. Chance for Carlow. That's a great kick, punished into the corner. This is a glorious opportunity for Carlow. Certainly need to come away with something from here from their point of view now. Trailing 31-24, we've 6 minutes remaining. Terrific match, terrific skill from both teams on view. Maybe we'll see some of these young fellas play for the province or play for Ireland someday. We can always say we saw them first.
Yeah, no, look, there's fine talent out in that pitch there. Like, and you see when you see Carlow and Tullow now will be back in the same division and 1A next year, and you see so many players involved, both sides.
Crooked again. Yeah. Conor Elliott is aka better known as the Bull. Great impact from the bench, but that's 2 line-out throws he's got wrong, Gavin.
Yeah, he might need maybe just change the setup just a fraction there. Like saying, like the one down here wasn't straight there, but was only a small margin there. So if he sets up a little bit more to the left, he's saying it probably goes straight up the channel there, and it's saying it's play on.
It's so important when you're in that end of the pitch, and you always feel sorry for a player because he doesn't intend to do that. There's a chance for DCU to clear their lines. The scrum is moving to one side. The scrum half might have knocked that on, but he got away with it. This is a chance, strong break up the field, very close to the sideline, and great tackle. Terrific tackling. Player went out, but the ball didn't. DCU again keeping it in hand and trying to move it out from their own 22. The referee is policing this from very close. Moved by Dunn. Good pass. Keeping possession. Opportunity maybe open on the far side. Moving it through the hands. As the fullback again, he's such a threat when he gets the ball, Crotty. And again, they're going forward. Opportunity lost from a Carlow point of view. 2 line-out throws going astray, and the referee this time over the top again. Well spotted by the referee, and I think the player will be disgusted with himself because there was no need to do that from a DCU point of view.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious there. He's going in there to try and make a clear out there, but his shoulders are way below his hips.
Oh no, I won't. But I can tell you, he'll be paying for it in the changing room after.
The ball again, Carlow trying to get something moving. They're still in with a chance in this game. 3.5 minutes played. Not sure if forward getting a kick on that one. It turns out to be an accurate kick. So Brian Donoghue. Line out throw for DCU. Just outside their own 22. They're leading 31-24 with 3 minutes remaining. This is one that Carlow will have to try and turn over. Well, it's well taken by DCU again at a second attempt. That's a lovely break up the sideline. Go low and it's tackled. Ball is there. DCU still have it. And right down in front of us, keeping it in play. Moving it through the hands. Oh, mistake. Almost. He did well to recover from his mistake. Shane McGuinness. Wexford. Young Wexford man, of course, Shane. I think he's been injured. Other than that, he might have started, Shane, would he?
Yeah, no, he dislocated his shoulder there earlier in the season, so he's such a good player to have coming off the bench. So much skill and playing unbelievable rugby for Wexford Wanderers, so he's definitely a great asset to the team.
He was a little unlucky that time, wasn't he? The ball came low to him. And
yeah, I mean, look, those kind of passes are always going to go one way or the other, and unfortunately it went Carlow's way this time, and we'll see how this scrum goes.
Carlow able to manufacture something from here the last 2 minutes. The ball out, change in scrum half as well. It's a nice little takeaway. Johnston, will he take it on himself? He is taking on the captain of the team. They still have possession, and it looks like a DCU man offside there, but the referee is allowing play on. Carlow, last ditch attempt to try and get something from this game. 1.5 minutes left, and they have a penalty, and the kick is no good to them. With a little over a minute left, Gavin, they need to take this on and manufacture something. Bring it to extra time, maybe. Try.
Yeah, I'd agree. And here they are playing ball in hand right now.
And that's a good move again. Little disjointed the attack. What a lovely breakthrough. He saw a little gap to scrum half. He's nearly through. Great defence in the end. The referee is offside here. And still another opportunity for Carlow. Inside the final minute of this game. Nervous moments for DCU and nail-biting time for both teams, actually. Inside the last minute. Scrum half going to tap this. A penalty move on, perhaps, maybe there is. And they're going to take it on. And is this the last opportunity for Carlow to try and force this game into extra time? It's the sub-hooker who's driven forward, Conor Elliott. They're very close to the line, and there's still a couple of metres to go. Chance again, moving it again. The forwards in the collective drive just outside the try line. Chance another pick and go. This is an opportunity, surely, is it? Is he another ball, says he? The referee is given, they have a penalty anyway. Very close to the line, the referee looking in. There's still an opportunity here. Is this going to be a grandstand finish? Opportunity here. Johnston stepped inside. Out the door, is there an opportunity? Oh, there's a chance here maybe of a try. Is there? Oh, snuck on the far side. Wow. But there's a penalty to Carlow anyway. Close to the post. Exciting finish here. Carlow still have a chance. A penalty almost in front. You okay there, Owen?
My heart is in my stomach right now. I am
not a place to have your heart.
No, not a good place at all. I'm really feeling
There's a chance here now again. A tap and go opportunity maybe. Very close to the line. Great defence from DCU. Trying to find an opening. Carlow maybe they need to get, if they do score a try, they need to get close to the post for kicking range. They still have that opportunity. The 80 minutes are up. Whatever happens here, this will decide maybe this game, which way it'll go. They're very close to the line. The referee is very close to see what's going on. Bodies all over the place. Carlow looking for a try, but it's held up. It's held up. And that's the final whistle. DCU have won. The chance is gone for Carlow. They will feel very disappointed. There was a glorious opportunity, but DCU looked like a team that were going to lose this for long periods of this game. but they recovered brilliantly. And to be honest, I think, Gavin, I think Carlow lost their way a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, look, DCU from about probably 55 minutes or so there really showed a lot of dominance, really brought a strong power game, and it's in the last 5 or 6 minutes only Carlow kind of got themselves back up the pitch, and DCU showed good resolve on the line there now to haul out that's a massive play to haul that up, and the Carlow lads, you can see them dejected, you can see the joy from the DCU lads, and well deserved.
Oren, you're remarkably cool.
I am itching to get onto that pitch and
go ahead.
Celebrate with my teammates.
Go ahead. Thanks, Oren. That's Oren Lang there. I think Carlow will be disappointed. As I said, they lost their way a little bit, lost their composure, I feel, in the second half, Gavin.
Yeah, look, I was saying, you could see DCU got a big swing in momentum there at scrum time, and I say Carlow kind of only maybe those changes a touch earlier, maybe make a change, because they were able to steady the scrum there in the last couple of over the last couple. And he's saying, but look, they're the fine margins, and making those decisions, looking up here down on the game, saying it might be a bit easier to see than when you're at the ground level.
Yeah, I have to say, Andy Woods, he's a brilliant coach. He's done a fantastic job at Clontarf over the years, and they're definitely well coached. And Carlow, I felt another great change was the scrum half who came on, Jack Dunn, for DCU. I thought he was excellent. He really turned the game. He's swift passing. He moved the ball away quickly, which they hadn't been doing from their point of view. And once the ball moved the ball wide, they had Carlow under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, they did. And look, they got loads of joy off getting into those wider spaces there now, because the ball was seemed to be moving quicker. Saying we're getting to those edges, we're getting to punch those holes, and I say, look, it paid dividends in the end with that change of momentum.
So DCU are the champions. These two colleges alternate. 2022 it was Carlow, or it was DCU. 2023 was Carlow, and 2024 now it's DCU. So probably 2025 will be Carlow if you're around, Gavin.
Yeah, well, as at the moment there, it's nearly a staple in the fixture list. So I was saying, yeah, look, Carlow will come back again. Not out next year. They'll look to get back at DCU there now, and no doubt they're a strong outfit as well.
Thanks to Gavin and Oren and our cameraman John Nolan tonight. And it's one team they're celebrating. It's the men from DCU. And Carlow, commiserations to them. We were treated to a terrific match. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. We'll talk to you soon again.